It's been buried underground for 2,000 years. What could it be? Well, we finally have the answer thanks to recent discoveries, and the reason for its existence will shock you. Emperor Qin Shi Huang was known as the first emperor of China. He united the country after defeating all other contenders in a series of violent battles. Once he had total control, he set about stamping his authority on the new empire, starting with the standardization of weights and measures, currency, and even the written script. To further cement his power, he decided to build an elaborate tomb complex that would ensure his safe passage into the afterlife. Buried deep beneath the earth, it would take thousands of workers over 700 years to complete. It was truly the magnum opus of ancient construction projects. But it wasn't finished until well after the emperor's death. During excavations in 1974, archaeologists stumbled upon one of the most bizarre sights imaginable: an entire army made of life-size terracotta warriors frozen in mid-battle. They were discovered inside the emperor's lavish burial chambers along with chariots and horses. All told, there are more than 8,000 figures in various states of preservation. But what is the significance of the terracotta army? Why did the emperor need an army in the afterlife? And how did they manage to bury an entire army 2,000 years ago without modern technology? These are some of the questions we'll answer today as we explore the mystery of the terracotta warriors. The history of the Terracotta army dates back to 200 BC in the ancient Chinese empire of Qin. In those days, it was common for wealthy members of society to be buried with their servants so they could continue to serve them in the afterlife. However, the scale of the Qin Shi Huang's burial complex was unprecedented. When archaeologist Yang Jifa discovered the Terracotta army in 1974, he was excavating the emperor's tomb near the city of Xi'an. Up until then, the only thing known about the vast underground complex was a huge collection of jade artifacts found during earlier digs. Yet nothing could have prepared him for what came next. There, in the dim lamplight of his makeshift underground laboratory, Yang noticed something odd. He was brushing away dirt from a pile of pottery shards when suddenly his brush struck something hard. At first, he thought he'd hit a stone, but as more of the object became visible, he realized it was part of a human figure. With trembling hands, he continued the excavation until he uncovered the full-size statue of a general wearing ornate armor. It soon became apparent that the team had stumbled upon an entire battalion of terracotta soldiers, each one as unique as a fingerprint. Since then, over 8,000 warriors have been discovered, along with 130 chariots pulled by 520 horses and 150 more figures of various types. Not only does this make it the largest collection of ancient sculptures ever created, but it's also one of the greatest archaeological finds in world history. However, there are still many unanswered questions surrounding the army's discovery. We don't know who built it or how they managed such an ambitious project. We also don't know why the emperor needed so many warriors or where the materials used to make them came from. But as researchers continue their investigations, they hope to learn more about this mysterious army and its place in Chinese history. But how were these warrior statues made? The creation of the Terracotta army was a massive undertaking that required a skilled workforce of painters, sculptors, and laborers working over a period of several decades. Archaeologists have found evidence of workshops where tools used to make the warriors were made and repaired. They also found molds used to form the clay bodies of the warriors, as well as kilns used to fire the pottery. The process of creating a single warrior was labor-intensive and required multiple artisans. First, a mold was filled with clay and allowed to dry. Then the edges were trimmed and the surface smoothed. Details such as facial features were added, as well as any weapons or other accoutrements. The finished product was then fired in a kiln until it was hard and durable. Each warrior was given a unique face and outfit, so no two are exactly alike. This attention to detail is a testament to the skill and artistry of the ancient Chinese people. But it also raises logistical questions about how the workers coordinated the production of thousands of individual pieces. In addition to the warriors, The tomb complex includes a variety of other structures, such as administrative buildings, living quarters, and even a theater. All of these were constructed using advanced engineering techniques, such as the use of arches and vaults. These structures are still standing today, providing us with a valuable glimpse into the architectural achievements of the ancient Chinese. But how did they get so big so fast? The answer may lie in the emperor's ruthless efficiency. Qin Shi Huang was known for his autocratic rule and his ability to get things done quickly and efficiently. He implemented a number of reforms that helped to centralize power in the hands of the emperor and the bureaucracy, such as a standardized system of writing and a uniform currency. These reforms allowed for more efficient communication and trade throughout the empire. In addition, Qin Shi Huang was able to raise large armies quickly, which allowed him to expand his territory and defeat his enemies. The army's efficiency was key to the success of the Qin dynasty, so it's not surprising that the emperor would want to replicate that success in his tomb. By using advanced engineering techniques and a highly organized workforce, the emperor was able to create a massive tomb complex in a relatively short period of time. So why did he feel the need to include an entire army? In order to understand the significance of the Terracotta army, it's important to consider the beliefs and practices of the time. The ancient Chinese believed that the emperor was a divine ruler who had the mandate of heaven. This meant that he was responsible for maintaining order and harmony in the empire, even in the afterlife. The emperor's tomb was seen as an extension of his power and authority, and it was designed to protect him on his journey to the afterlife. The Terracotta army was not just a symbolic force, but rather an actual army that was meant to protect the emperor in the afterlife. Each warrior was carefully crafted and equipped with its own unique weapon, suggesting that they were ready to fight at a moment's notice. The inclusion of chariots and horses also added to the army's effectiveness, allowing for a swift and coordinated attack. In addition to protecting the emperor, the army also served as a symbol of his power and authority. The sheer size and detail of the warriors was meant to intimidate and awe those who saw them, reminding them of the emperor's strength and military prowess. The army was also a way for the emperor to display his wealth and resources. The cost and resources required to produce thousands of warriors would have been staggering, but the emperor was willing to spend whatever was necessary to ensure his legacy. But how did they keep the army hidden for so long? The discovery of the Terracotta army was a complete accident. The tomb complex had been lost for centuries before it was rediscovered in the 20th century. The entrance to the tomb had collapsed, hiding it from view. The warriors were buried deep underground, making it difficult to detect their presence. In addition, the area around the tomb had been cultivated for farming, which helped to obscure its location. All of these factors contributed to the army's survival, keeping it safe from looters and treasure hunters. What can we learn from the Terracotta warriors? The Terracotta army is a remarkable example of human ingenuity and determination. The skill and craftsmanship evident in the warriors is truly impressive. The fact that they were able to create such detailed and lifelike figures is a testament to their artistry. In addition, the logistical challenges involved in producing and transporting the warriors are a reminder of the incredible feats that can be accomplished with planning and organization. The Terracotta army also provides us with a valuable glimpse into the beliefs and practices of the ancient Chinese. The emphasis on the emperor's power and authority in the afterlife is a reminder of the importance of religion and spirituality in shaping human behavior. The army's role as a symbol of the emperor's military might is also a reminder of the role that warfare and conquest played in ancient Chinese culture. Today, the Terracotta army is a popular tourist destination. Visitors from all over the world come to see the incredible warriors and learn about ancient Chinese history. The discovery of the army has helped to preserve and protect the site, ensuring that future generations can marvel at this remarkable feat of engineering and artistry. The Terracotta army is a testament to the creativity and ingenuity of the human spirit. The skill and craftsmanship evident in the warriors is truly remarkable, and the logistical challenges involved in producing and transporting them are a reminder of the incredible feats that can be accomplished with planning and organization. So what do you think of the Terracotta Army? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. See you next time.